Sanders and Thurman Thomas built and T. Boone Pickens financed. Welcome to Stillwater, Oklahoma, home of the Cowboys, where the paddle people are ready to open up a can. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Cowboys will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oklahoma State's offense takes the field to start this game off. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Turns it on to midfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Using his legs, it's Cook. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He was working his way. 46. They'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring...
Ball is free. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking...
Hang on here. The coach is calling timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Uncorks it. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback... This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Snags it over the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Looking to move it through the air. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking for room. It's Payne. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. There is a flag on the play. Now, this is on the defense. It might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Power football with the run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Give to the running back. Pick up of 5. It'll be third down and 5. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cowboys will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me or trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Grabs it in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Slips through the line. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. This time it's complete. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He wants to throw. He lost one down the sideline. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Now on the option. Now the pitch. At the 35, he's got room. He's loose. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. He now has 110 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for this. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see what they've got on second down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Got it behind the line. It's Cook. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. New set of downs after that completion. He'll keep it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 45 on his way. Open runway ahead. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella. Pretty
impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The Horned Frogs line it up with a 1st and goal. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Got his man quickly. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Flores. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. He wants to take the top off. And it's caught inside the 20. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They want to power it in on the ground on 3rd and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's 4th and goal, and they'll go for the touchdown and keep the kicker on ice.
And it's not a surprise who they...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they'll try to tack on 2. They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and with that, they take the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is. and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Finds his target down the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. It'll be a draw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, TCU! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignment. To that return at the 22. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try the right side. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, look out, there he goes. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this... Some punches.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He's going to pass. Quick strike complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Now on second down. Back to throw, it's Hoover getting some heat. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. That completion delivers a first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Boone Pickens Stadium.
Just about set for the second half kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the tight end. Got room at the 35. There he goes to the right. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, but there is a flag in the holding zone. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. He'll try it again. Just steamrolling the defense. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, If you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Dropping back, it's Flores. Feeling some heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the left. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Now the toss. Open space at the 25. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The Cowboys want to move quickly. On the option. He'll toss it. And he takes it in for the score. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Okla State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks, and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by... to Jacksonville State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
Great job on defense. They did their film study. On 3rd down, they're trying to dial up the screen, see if they can get these pass rushers way up the field, but no can do. They get a tackle for loss on the play, now setting up 4.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Flores. He uncorks one deep. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Getting set for the point after. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. They're going to run it to the right. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
From the gun, give on the inside. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Across the 25, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. From the gun, running back on the move.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Hoover. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th and goal.
And the try is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching. Really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. It's a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They go to the ground. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room.
The coaches told us in pregame they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Now the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they go back on top. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Out of the gun to give to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a crease. It's Payne. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Gonna take a shot. And he's got it inside the 25. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Sam Houston is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to New Mexico State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
At midfield, he's got room. He's off to the races. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They've got him pinned back, and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. Back to throw, it's Hoover. He's got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Line getting set on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Payne. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. They're getting this guy lathered up. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Shoots it to the left. Picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Wants to throw on second down. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw deep balls, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB. Well, not on this play.
And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Let's see what they dial up on this fourth down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. They'll try it on the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, that is a gutsy play call on that fourth down. I think everybody here in the stadium, including myself, was expecting them to try to throw the football, but they ran it and caught the defense off guard.
He'll pitch it. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run the option. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Got enough space. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They're trying to get to it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. After the misfire now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense is bringing the Heat another sack. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires the pass, intercepted. Bringing it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Cowboys! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
Yeah, how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get a spark, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Makes the grab, it's Payne. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. On 4th down, going to the air. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, and tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The option look. Now the pitch. At the 45 on its way. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. On the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Goes to the option. Now the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. And it's right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying